Alright, so I'm back on the goat again and motor goat. We're gonna go again. I need to pick up some mail and I'll actually ride with my wife again. She like it, and we're gonna go. I will drop her off again to some place and we'll talk to you about some other upgrades coming. Nice, we're getting some street fixed. Nice. Alright, so let's go. No speed testing at this time. I'm running with my wife on the back seat. So the goat, motor goat, can easily achieve 30 miles an hour. And I forgot to reduce some air pressure on the front wheel. But it is fun to ride this bike even with two people. They will have some upgrades. I'm gonna talk to you once I drop off my wife again, and we'll go for, I need to pick up some mail. Alright, I dropped my wife again, and it's much easier and actually more fun to travel around community. I'm not using it right now for long distance, but about 5 miles trip. Actually yesterday it was probably more than 5, maybe about 7 miles trip, and I still have about 48 volt and the battery looks like almost full, as I say. So I'm not sure how accurate the information is, but it says 48 volt, and I think it will be dead when it will hit like 42 or 44 most likely. But there's no pedals, so if it's dead, it's dead. I would have to walk. And we do have a bike line over here, which I'm gonna probably ride. And the reason I dropped off my car yesterday, I got loaner, but I would rather ride the bicycle around and also have opportunity to give you upgrade information. So the motorbike says 1000 watt with a lot of power, this one, and a lot of fun to ride. It has a battery which is only 48 volt with 13 amp, but they do sell them for, I don't remember the price, with 20 amp battery. So you can buy from them extra battery and you get 10% off with my code on top of the battery, whatever price they have, sales price. They do have very good price on the bicycle, and it's a real nice performance. And this is basically 45 miles an hour straight, and people just ride even higher speed. So I have to be kind of careful here because some cars going about 50 miles and I don't want to go too fast because somebody opens the door and you can slam in it, so you have to be very careful. But I'm going to pick up some mail today. And I use a half the throttle, 29 on display, so on GPS 29 miles. Yeah, it's going very solid 29 plus. The seat is very comfortable as well, even when the two people, because the rear suspension. And I noticed I already 2.5 miles on this bike. I rode before yesterday with my wife, so it's a lot of power takes and battery drain. So when I throttle, I try now not to go over like 25 miles, 23, 24. It's ultimate power savings. So you can also adjust if you don't want to ride this at 1000 watt power. You can easily go to settings and change to 750 watt. This way will preserve the power, and it will reduce most likely some power which you may not need it. And it's very easy to go to settings. You pressing plus and minus, and you just go to menu and change this. And that's a good about this bike. There's a lot of stuff you can change in menu. I have a link in description how to change the wheel diameter, but the same way you just go and change the power, like watt power. And this one is 1000. You can change to 500 or whatever you want to, so it will reduce. So it will save more power. And for legal purposes, if you need the bike which will have a class 2 or class 3, you can make this change easily, change the speed, so you don't have to worry about it. So you can change it so it will be class 2 bike, I guess. Any of them you can change. Billy goat or falling goat, with pedals, without pedals, they have the same settings. And actually it's kind of cool riding this bike with no pedals. For few reasons. It's also, your feet are a little bit higher than with pedals, so you can make sharper turns, not to worry to hit the ground with your pedals. Homeless people everywhere now. It's California, unfortunately. So the reason I have no car, well, I have a loaner car, but they gave me a loaner car after I spent like 3 hours on yesterday at Nissan dealership waiting for them to diagnose why my window going down instead of going up. And riding the sidewalk is a little bit challenging sometimes. Too many stops as well. And but I prefer riding sometimes sidewalks. You have to be very careful as well, because people don't really care about pedestrian, and I'm just very slow here as well. They took my car for diagnose, told me to wait up to 2 hours, and I waited, and they brought the car back, and they told me they couldn't duplicate the issue, which is ridiculous. They replaced the motor about 3 weeks ago. The same issue was, so it was working for 2 weeks almost fine, but now when I press the button to go up, it's going down. Sometimes it's going back up after a few tries. So I told them no way, and they told me the mechanic checked everything, couldn't duplicate it, but for some reason they open the door, check everything inside. Why would you check if you cannot duplicate it, right? And they told me they lubricate inside, whatever, like sensor check, so everything they lubricate again. They told me clean it and put it back together. So now my question is, why would they do it if they couldn't duplicate it? And I said, okay, let me check again. So I sit in my car for like 2 minutes while this advisor went back to the office, and the window was working up and down for a few times. On the first time when I tried to close the window, it stopped working, so it's not closing. So good that I never left the parking lot. So I called them up again, and they asked me if I can come back tomorrow for the same procedure for diagnosis. Again, for 2 hours, 3 hours wait. They're crazy. They think I have nothing to do better just to wait over there. I would rather ride the bicycle than wait. So they gave me a loaner, and they told me they're gonna send information to Nissan to see how to fix it, because they don't know how to fix it, because they already replaced the motor, everything working fine, but again the window now cannot even open. So kind of bigger issue now. So it might be lemon law be activated after a few times. Alright, so I'm close to the mailbox I have for my business, different from YouTube. The YouTube videos, all this as a hobby. It's not like my business. Most people ask me. So yeah, I do insurance, health insurance. So the busy time will be November 1st for me, so probably will make less videos. So I'm already here, pick up some mail. Oh, my headlight is on, which is very cool. Let's see. So we'll turn off the bike. So it was about 4 miles ride. Okay.
I'll open the door for you.
Oh, I can open.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye. So it's very easy to just commute around the neighborhood and stuff, to do stuff, because it's not only fun to ride, but also quick and no gas. And got my mail also. I like the back. Since there's no chain, as I said before, it's much smoother, no extra noises. So people like who ride just regular bicycle, it's different. No pedals makes big difference actually. And I like it more and more. It makes you lazy actually when you're riding with pedals later on. But I like pedals as well, so you can get workout. But for this one, I prefer with torque sensor, and actually like more like mountain bicycles, to get like street bicycles to actually work out, not just as a commuter. But I do have other bicycles, as you probably see, which I use for other purposes. But this one, nice working horse, I guess, because nice working goat. You can easily commute on this bike, not only one person or two, which is really cool. I actually put my kids up front to ride with them as well. And I should have a new bicycles coming soon for two-seaters as well, probably at the end of mid-November most likely. And goat bikes will have two-seaters. I already saw the seat and I saw the bike. It will be a little bit different looking, very cool as well, but it will be like really long seat, so two people easily can fit. The battery location will be different, but it will have 2000 watt power, that's what I understand, and it will have 60 volt system, which create kind of not only more torque It's really high speed, 50 miles an hour. I am still at 47 volt when I don't use the throttle, which is good part. And a lot of people I notice in the car, they don't pay attention when they make right turns, so you have to be very careful, regardless if you're riding the street or the road. And it's total different riding experience, I'm telling you. It's very similar to Super 73 bike, I guess, but no pedals. And with Super 73 you probably pay much more money because it's more expensive, and I'm not sure if it's as good actually. I notice many people complain about the frame breakdown and other stuff. I don't want to ride on the grass on this bike because I never put a slime in these tires, and they have Kenda tires, which is much better than other one, but they still getting flat. If I ride on the grass, they might still get flat. Less likely, but they will eventually, because they are not even the puncture resistant. I think it's puncture resistant, but still you need to get slime in order to prevent flats. So goat bikes will transition to more power bikes. They have currently the Billy Goat sold out, and they coming back with a new version 2. If you check the website, link in description, you'll see. You'll see the different, well, the picture is still the same. I'm not sure if they're gonna keep the look the same for version 2, which maybe they will, but they will have a new Billy Goat. And I'm gonna go uphill here a little bit because good to get on the sidewalk. Kind of tricky riding, but again, I like it. It's like some people hate that I'm riding on the sidewalk, but there's no people over here, so it's cool. So the Billy Goat will have probably end of November. They say they will ship them out. It's only like $17.99 with my discount, 10% off. Make amazing price. The folding goat looks like already sold out. They only have like one. I saw today in the morning they had only one left with no pedals, which will be gone. It's like price ridiculously low, like $1,000 plus 10% off, like $900 for that bike. It's like steal. You cannot find it. Like, it's much better than electric XP, faster, bigger motor, bigger battery, suspension, fork, hydraulic brakes, nice. Everything is like amazing bike, but for that much money. And later on they're gonna sell. Later on they're gonna sell two-seaters, and they probably will have a little bit different motor goat, I guess, a little bit redesigned most likely, and that bike will have also 2000 watts, so it will be more powerful most likely. I don't know 100% yet, but I understand they are going forward to the more powerful bikes. And not only that, if you check the website, they do have two scooters, looks like, on sale, also for a ridiculous low price, with like 3000 watt scooter with a big battery, only like $2,000, plus the discount will make it 10% off. It's really cool, and they are two-seaters, so two people can easily ride on them. It's an amazing deal. So check the link in description to see all those deals. But Motor good, it's fun. They still have it in stock, so check it out. It's only like $1,300 almost after my discount, so it's really cheap price for 1000 watt motors with nice size battery. It's not the biggest one, but the design, it looks really good. And make sure you get the back. The back you would need to add in accessories, because the back makes a really big difference as well. You can attach the rack if you want to, but I don't think they sell the rack. And usually, like on the back, you can probably find and fit some rack. They do have let me show you. They do have over here. They do have options to attach, and right over here, it looks like for the rack or maybe the back. But again, I don't need it. The back is more than enough for me, and I'm gonna go and pick up my wife actually, because I need to pick up later on kids, and the kids asked me to pick up them on the bicycle as well. So almost all day, like not all day, half day, I ride bicycle now. Maybe I should do Uber bike, because this would be fun. People think it's motorcycle when I go anywhere. They ask me because it looks like motorcycle. But the bike is looking very good with the back mostly. It's like make it really stand out. And the price is amazing again. It's not coming, I'm not sure 100% if the other model, like motor, the new one, like the one they're selling, comes with hydraulics or not. Because this one particular have mechanical brakes, but they're working just fine. They don't squeak, and they're stopping fine even with two people. All very on the speed, of course, but I have no issue with the brakes so far. It looks good. As you can hear, brakes, there's no squeak. 180mm disc brakes. And when you're riding the bike, you can see more new stuff. Regardless, pedals, without pedals, it's a lot of fun to ride. And this one is very stable bike actually on the road. It's a longer, it's a little bit taller bike, so it's good for taller people. Like I'm 5'11", and it fits me very well. I think it can fit up to 6'4" probably, because there's enough space on this bike, and since you are not pedaling, you don't really have to worry about pedals. And it can carry 350 pounds easy. I would think it would get about 28 miles an hour with 350 pounds. The one I tested on halfway, it was 25. I could go faster, but my wife, I don't want to get in an accident because she was afraid to go that fast. And I'm gonna ride the road over here. So I still have like 46.6 volt. This is one of the reasons I don't like to ride the streets. A lot of cars, they park and stuff. I just ride sideways. There is the bicycles. I'm gonna cut this way. Oh, that's so cute. They got a dog and the kid in a basket. That's so cool. Anyways, I'm gonna pick up my wife again today. She need to go to another store, I guess. But it was fun riding. I'm gonna go pick up my kids now on the cargo bike. Because they want to ride their bike after school. They want to see some Halloween decorations, and they just like it better than car. I guess it's more fun, and there we go. I have like 30 minutes Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow my channel for the new bikes to come. Check this bike, it's a Motor Goat, very great bike. Highly recommend to check the other one. Billy Goat will be a power bike for a ridiculous price, as I said before. They should have new bikes coming out within the next probably few weeks, but for pre-orders. And it's a cool new company, but so far they're doing very well. Alright, see you later.